What's up, guys? Justin here from PrimeDriven.com with the winner of PDG 45. Why don't you tell everyone your name, where you're from, and what you bought to get entered?
My name is Ben Johnson. I'm from White Lake, Michigan. I bought a Adidas duffel bag, and I'm a winner of a great Mitsubishi Widebody.
Awesome. And how did you originally find out about our giveaways?
I watched Tavares's video on PDG 10, and he had a great review of the car, and it was a Skyline GTR R32.
Yeah, that was the first
And
R32.
yes, I fell in love with his channel just before, and we gave him his car a car, and uh, it was all down the road from there.
Man, yeah, that's a long time ago. So you've been with us for many years.
Yeah.
That
Oh yeah,
was probably, what would that have been? 2019?
19, I believe,
Yeah.
early 19.
Yeah, well, don't let anybody say persistence doesn't pay off, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do for a living?
I'm a warehouse manager for an auto parts supplier. Obviously, I live in Detroit, so we do the automotive stuff here. Parts are made overseas. We repackage them for the assembly line for uh, local plants here, and yeah, that's what I do.
Interesting. And how long you been doing that?
Right now, about 12 years. 12 years.
That's a good amount of time these days.
Yeah, the company has been constant with job growth and stuff like that, so I'm sticking with them.
Awesome. Awesome. Now let's hit up the car history a little bit. What are some of the interesting cars you've had? Who got you into cars?
Who got me into cars was probably my friend's cousin. He had an IROC back in the day, and he pulled up in it. It was an 80s IROC, and
Yeah.
he had some big ass kickers in the back, and that kind of got me down the car road, I guess. And eventually, he got a Nissan 300, Porsche. Right now, he has a Cadillac wagon with the Corvette motor in it. So
Yeah. SCTSV shooting brake. Yeah.
yes, and it looks pretty sweet. So other vehicles I've had, my first car was an '87 Mustang LX four banger, but still had the stick shift. So good car to start off with, I guess. I had a '94 Ranger Splash that I lowered to the ground, had rims on it. I had a Subaru DL wagon,
Jeez.
'85, which was a very interesting car back in the day from the '80s. But that really got me into the boxer motors. Learning how that type of motor works was pretty interesting. Most American cars V8s or inlines, but the horizontally imposed engines was pretty unique. So had one of those. That was a fun car to drive. Eldorado, Jeep, Liberty, Grand Cherokee. I've had them all. '79 Trans Am, 400 big block, Screaming Eagle on the hood. That was probably my fastest car I've ever had, but totally different than the beast that I just won. So
For sure.
yeah, totally different way to drive it. With those older Trans Ams, your chair was basically right in front of the rear wheels. And then, you had a 20-foot long hood with a shaker hood on it. But that was a fun car to drive. But this new beast out there, wow.
Yeah, a little bit different way to make horsepower.
Yeah. I'm at work right now, and I drove it to work today, and everyone's checking it out, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, that was a badass car. I gotta say, that was I mean for sure the craziest car we've done. And I do love an Evo. So like those things, they're just one of the cars that always stayed with me. What was it about, since your background is pretty varied, what was it about this Evo that got you like really pumped up besides the obvious?
Oh yeah, but besides obviously looks and the stuff like that, I've always liked the rally cars. Back in the day when PlayStation, this is probably dating me, but one of the first PlayStation games that I ever bought, and I don't never owned a PlayStation 2, was Tokyo Extreme Zero, Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. It was like Gran Turismo, but at that time it was more intricate on customizing the cars themselves. So they had an Evo in there and a bunch of other Subarus in there. So the rally sports have cars have always interested me, always.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, they are super interesting. And it's funny because, in America, it was so long until we ever got those cars. Most of us, especially our generation, the only way we could experience those cars was in Gran Turismo and, Forza and all those kinds of games.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, exactly. And this
yeah.
game is based in Tokyo, so it was all Japanese import or Japanese domestic cars, and it was just really interesting seeing all these cars that why don't we get it?
Yeah. 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 I'm sure there was a laundry list of political reasons that we're unaware of.
Oh yeah. As
uh,
being in Detroit, I know how it
yeah,
is.
right. You live in that world. So, is there anything else you'd like to say to everybody before we sign off?
um, for you, Justin, keep up the great work. For everyone else, obviously, your time will come. Keep at it, and eventually, good luck will come to you, and you could be a winner. Be a winner in the winner circle, like I am.
Awesome. Well, Ben, congratulations again. Thank you for the loyal support, and we'll talk to you soon.
No problem. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Ben.